Congratulations, you finally made it to 4 p.m. You know what that means. Happy hour. It's time to kick back, relax, and dive into the world of sports with the Young and Norvelle Show. Whether you're catching up on the latest scores, analyzing the big plays, or gearing up for tonight's games, we've got you covered. So grab a cold one, settle in, and let's talk sports. Here they are, Patric Young and Terry Norvelle.
All righty, here we go. It is a Tuesday. What an absolute glorious weather day. Yes, some of my buddies are heading out of here. Hurricanes joined the creek. What a fun place. Great happy hour, which is getting started. And some of my buddies, I think we have Patrick with us right out of the gate. But Patrick, some of my guys, they don't wait till 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock is the traditional happy hour. But some of my guys, they get going a little early. So, yeah, good times here all the time. Hurricanes joined the creek. We're in the heart of Mandarin. We're right at the bridge going over the Joined Creek into Joined Creek. Come by, say hi today, any day. Super job. They do a wonderful job. I've got all their lunch specials. If you're in this area for lunch, you got a business meeting, a lot of stuff going on in Mandarin all the time. And if you need a go-to place, this is the place for you. Hurricanes, Julington Creek, our Tuesday home. A lot to cover as always. Man, we just got to get right back into the Jaguars. I mean, so many stories and side stories, where it's going, where it's gone. I mean, the season is a wash. It's 2-8, playing maybe the best team in the NFL this coming Sunday. 2-9. It's going to finish somewhere for the Jaguars in that 2 to 5 win range somewhere. They're going to win a couple more before it's all over. That's kind of how the NFL is, and the Jaguars have a favorable schedule. Do they want to win a lot more? Do they want another first pick in the first round? Do they know what to do and that's one of the questions, one of the discussion points. If the Jaguars get the first freaking pick again, oh my God, I laugh because I care, I guess. Not a lot good, I don't think, is coming out of you get the first pick in the first round. 3 of the last 4 years if they were to get it this year? And I know there's a long way to go, but gosh darn, one of the other teams with 2 losses got off that number last night, the Dolphins. So what should the Jaguars do if they get that 1 of 1, the first pick in the first round again? I think it's absolutely crystal clear what they have to do. And I will tease you a little bit, and we'll try and get into this as we go. There's a lot of talk that probably the best all-around football player in America, a lot of people would agree, and I'm probably going to throw my vote here, Travis Hunter, the do-everything athlete football player for Colorado. The guy can give you something on offense, on defense. Where will he settle? I would think more defensive back than receiver. Would he play a little both? Best player in the draft probably is going to be Travis Hunter. I will tell you one thing. If I had the Jaguars' first pick and they were 1 of 1, there is absolutely no way I would draft Travis Hunter. And this is no indictment on Travis Hunter. I think he's a wonderfully great player. We'll talk about that if they get that 1 of 1, what to do. And I don't know if reality is starting to set in yet. And I don't want to be Debbie Downer here with the Jaguars, but I think part of my job is to kind of give you a perspective, and I like to think I'm kind of Switzerland a little bit, kind of neutral. I don't think there's anything. I think there's nothing worse than you listening to somebody in the media and it's just sugar and spice, everything nice for your favorite team or your favorite player. I mean, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear somebody's honest opinion, not who you. Kind of goes back to my longtime saying as a broadcaster. In the sports broadcasting field and world, there's a huge difference between who I want to win a game and who I think will win a game. With that, the Jaguars, I don't know if it's setting in. Doug Peterson's done. Doug Peterson is, I would put 90% on Doug Peterson has basically already been fired. He knows it. Khan knows it. Balky knows it. And the reason I say it is because I've been around this a long, long, long time. and one of the telltale signs that a coach is finished, either by his volition, he's already been fired, or it's damn sure going to happen, is when the coaches get belligerent. When they get real belligerent in the media, and they get curt, and they get rude, and they get puffing out their chest, I'm the smartest guy in the world, and this failed because of this. Not me. And Doug Peterson's there. If you've heard his comments to the media, local, regional, national, the last couple of weeks, Doug Peterson, if you read between the lines, he is telling you that he's done. He is fired. I wouldn't be surprised if they haven't had their meetings and they've talked about it, and they said, Doug, you're under contract. You need to be professional. You need to finish this thing as a professional would. But I think Shad Khan and or Balky, have already notified him. I think Doug Peterson knows he's a dead man coaching, and you knew it had to be at least one of those two. You couldn't do nothing. Not sure if I was Shad Khan making the call, I wouldn't get rid of both guys. And my new GM would go a long way in helping me pick the new coach. Now, with that said, I was teasing a little bit a moment ago about I don't know if the Jaguar fan realizes, in terms of replacing Doug Peterson with another Jaguars head football coach, it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. This, and I'll back up again. There are only 32 NFL head coaching jobs in the world. I get that. There are only 32. They're coveted jobs. But this Jaguar job right now is not real desirable. It almost, if you look at it from 1,000 feet away with open eyes and open judgment, the way it's structured, the next guy, whoever the Jaguars hire, because I think Doug Peterson's done. He is done. The next guy that gets the job, there's much more in place to fail than to succeed. It's a tough situation right now in Jacksonville. With that said, I don't think the Jaguars' job, when it opens, I don't think it commands much attention from anything more than a retread. And the NFL is famous. My God, is the NFL famous for hiring retreads and or a up-and-coming coordinator. With that said, I mean, every year in the NFL, there seems to be one or two red-hot coordinators, okay? Generally an offensive coordinator somewhere that becomes a red-hot coordinator. Man, somebody's going to give this guy a job. This guy's going to be the next really good coach, blah, 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 blah. Works out sometime, doesn't. But that is the cream of the crop, and that guy can kind of pick his job. Or a successful coach just doesn't like their situation and they're ready to bounce. But those two scenarios are the coaches that can dictate. The Jaguars will not be in the running for those guys. Okay, you with me? And I hate to be Debbie Downer, and we're getting a lot of stuff that says, I get a buddy of mine, Matt, says, give me a Bill Belichick, GM head coach, give him the keys. I hear you, and that's a good example. Well, a guy like Bill Belichick, if he wanted to get back in it with total control or half control, the Jaguars won't be the only job open. And if you're Bill Belichick, he's not dumb, and he's not looking for a total rebuild. I know most of the time when your job's open, your coach has failed and your organization has struggled a little bit. But the Jaguars right now, when it's all said and done, what do we have? One job opened, New Orleans, I guess. Every year, the NFL, you'll have 6 or 7 jobs. The Jaguars are going to be gosh darn, am I going to be that guy? Their job on paper is going to be the least desirable out there. Why would Belichick chew that off? Bite that off? Ugh. I don't know. We'll see. But I hope you're prepared. And I'm just throwing out some level of names. I don't think Belichick's a guy that would take this. It's a mess. I don't think the Jaguars are going to have a whole lot of free agency money. They spent a lot last free agency. If they get the first pick, smart enough, and I teased it earlier, I love Travis Hunter. I would not take Travis Hunter with one. If the Jacksonville Jaguars do end up with the number one pick, my God, whoever's making the call, Balky, Belichick, new guy, unknown guy, new head coach, if whoever makes that pick, if they get one of one, my God, they need to trade out of that. The Jaguars have got to take the one and go shop and find the right team that maybe wants the hotshot quarterback, and they'll give stuff up to get that pick to guarantee. And you take that pick and you say, boys, I need a starting lineman, offensive lineman, a cornerback, and your 8th pick in the first round. They've got to do something like that. If they get the one and they pick just one player,
when do you expect winning after that, Terry?
Give me that again. Explain that again,
Terry.
Go ahead, buddy. I hear you.
I said, when would you expect an organization to start winning?
After if they get the
one
of one, if they get the one,
if they get the one of one and are rebuilding, as you said, trading that away for a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, and they find if the Jaguars do land first pick, first round again, if they find a trade partner that covets that pick, and they're willing, I would ask for a starting offensive lineman, a DB, and swap your pick. If they get that, I still think they're a ways away, but that would be a nice start, Patrick. I would think you could start rebuilding it within another year. Next year is going to be tough, I think, no matter what. But that second year of the new regime, do you think he's fired? Do you think, from what you're hearing and reading, do you think Doug Peterson's done?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. I listened to your open. I'm kind of just tired of him, man. Like, I asked you, we want emotion from you, and the only emotion you give is, so short-sighted and mean towards the people that have supported you since day one.
And you've seen it, Patrick. You've been around sports and big-time sports a long time. Your entire adult life, obviously. When the coaches get belligerent like this, it's over. I'm telling you, I don't care what sport. I've seen it a million times. When it starts being every day, your presser is confrontational, it's over. And I know some guys have a surly personality, and some guys pick at the media, but this is different. Doug Peterson, he's a belligerent, and you just used the word mean. I don't think he's a mean guy, but this job is turning him mean, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's turning him mean. Yeah,
absolutely. Before he got the Eagles job, where was he?
I can't remember, a coordinator somewhere. I don't have it in front of me. Yeah.
Huh.
But I just hope the Jaguar fan.
How would you feel,
prepared.
Terry, since Shad Khan seems to never stop shocking us? If he was like, I just feel like, that was an outlier of a year, and Doug Peterson is the best coach that I've ever coached in Jacksonville. Like what?
Yeah.
Hey, man. What are we right now? 2-8.
2-8, heading to one-loss Detroit.
He said best team ever assembled in Jags history.
How about that? Now there are two teams in Jag history that were a game from the Super Bowl, right?
Right.
Two separate teams. What an error by Shad Khan. There was no reason to make that statement, right?
Absolutely not.
Why did you make that statement? I'm going to throw out some names, and I don't mean these are going to be the guys, but this is going to be the level that I think the Jaguars have to go shop. This is the aisle in the grocery store that the Jaguars have to shop on when they're looking for a coach, because it's not a good job right now, Patrick. It really is not a good job. And a guy like Bill O'Brien, who went to college and rehabbed himself, do you get a guy like Bill O'Brien? Mike McCarthy, if he's going to get blown out of Dallas, do you want to they may be in the retread or the not red hot coordinator. I just don't see anybody. Do you think a Bill Belichick, who could name his job probably of the open jobs, why would he bite off Jacksonville?
I know, right? To make etch his name and to show how great of a coach he is. But I knowing Belichick, if that was the only opportunity he could
Yeah,
get, I bet you he would take it.
yeah,
But if he had a choice between, I mean, who's a team that's knocking on the door, like kind of
struggling.
need some versus trying to have to rebuild an entire team, like
Absolutely, he doesn't have time for that, does he?
that. I don't think, yeah, because then it, if you can do it and you're young and you're already not proven, if you're not Bill Belichick, you can do
Yeah.
that because you got a lot more years
Well, here we go.
recover.
I've got the standings here, and obviously bad teams fire coaches. How about if you went back to New England? They're 3-7. What if they took him back? But you look around, Cleveland, the Browns, 2-7. Didn't he had time in Cleveland?
Yeah, that's right.
That was where he and Saban were at.
Wasn't Nick Saban? Saban was on his staff.
Yes.
That's awesome.
The Jaguars are 2-8. Tennessee, they're 2-7. Do they whack their guy? You look around Las Vegas, the Raiders, they're 2-7. The Giants are 2-8. Would he want to go to the Big Apple?
I think Daniel Jones is finally done.
Yeah, I don't know if he'd want to
I
bite
was
off
listening.
Daniel Jones,
I was listening, and similar to Russell Wilson having that injury clause
right?
last year with the Broncos, where they would have had to pay whatever. I don't know. They're going to possibly take that approach for Daniel Jones
How about
and
that?
start somebody else, and he not play anymore.
Wow. How
Yeah,
about
it's
that?
something like, if he gets injured, he gets like a whole bunch of money extra
Hey,
outside of his
what
contract. I
what about
can't.
Belichick?
Yeah,
What about Belichick? And he's Bill Belichick, for God's sakes. He still has panache. His agent
yeah,
can still dangle. Hey, Bill wants to get back in it. People are going to call him,
right.
right? And his agent. What if he said, "Hey, let's go take the Big Apple over. Let me see if I can stir up an extra Super Bowl win for Aaron Rodgers with the Jets." And he goes to the Big Apple, right? The word is they got a
Wow.
pretty good roster. They got a pretty good roster, they say.
I don't know, man. They're like, is he washed up?
I think he is, but Bill Belichick may think he can save him. Think he can save him. I don't know.
He's got
I
so
don't know.
many pieces around him. He obviously he can't control the defense. He has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but
But
yeah,
he's
I don't know, man. That'd be cool. I mean, I
but
wouldn't hate it.
Peterson's done here. So it appears Trent Baalke's coming back, right? He's like the cockroach of general managers. You can't kill the guy, right? You can't kill him.
Well, when do you typically fire a GM? Like in the
God,
middle of a season, after the season, before the season?
or the upcoming bye week, right? The Jaguars have a bye
Right.
week coming
Yeah.
up, right? You know?
Yeah.
I guess you got to leave one of them in place to finish the season, right? You wouldn't
Yeah.
whack them both. But, it's going to be – think about it. There's going to be a lot of screaming in this town when either Peterson gets fired and Baalke stays or Baalke gets fired and Peterson, because that's going to place the blame. That if only one of those guys gets fired, Patrick, isn't that Shad Khan saying, here's where we're placing the blame?
Yeah.
And half this city is going to go, what are you talking about? You missed this again, Shad.
I hate that we don't hear from Trent Ball. Like he's so
Yeah.
lucky. He gets to be shaded from the media. Like he has no obligation to speak to the media. And yeah, all we hear is Doug Peterson's, one side of things kind of. You hear from him like twice a season.
That's a good point, because the head coach of an NFL franchise has built-in response. They have to meet the media on
They
X
have
amount
to.
of days, right?
They have to.
So Doug Peterson's got to take the flying bullets like 4 times a week, and Baalke just hides in his office, right?
Wait, what game was this on? Mike McDaniel's got, and this is so funny. We're watching the game last night, and he does the little halftime interview, and the guys were like, "Coach is so generous for stopping by." I was like, "He has to."
Has to. Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's so generous. Oh.
So it's like
Oh, how sweet.
he will get fined if he doesn't stop.
Yeah. 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 No doubt. Hey, Pat, we got a lot to cover today, and I hope you can stick around in the second hour. We do our trivia here at about 5:30. I missed the opening tip off in about the first 6 or 7 minutes. Watched a lot of the Gator Grambling basketball game last night, and I didn't hear the guys, the broadcasters. They didn't talk much about the Todd Golden situation, if they talked any. But it kind of felt weird watching the game. To me, with all the stuff hanging over Todd Golden, and do you realize the bad straw he drew? Do you know their next basketball game, when it is and where it's at, Patrick? The Florida game.
Florida State.
How bad are those FSU fans going to crawl all over Todd Golden this Friday night in Tallahassee?
Oh my gosh!
Oh, you better bring earmuffs.
That's what I forgot. I forgot about that. Like they're gonna get after him. Everywhere.
They are going. Oh, he better have some strong earmuffs, because FSU fans on this Friday night, 6:00. Hey, what are the odds that his first really big road game after the accusations have come out, the allegations, that damn thing is in Tallahassee?
His only saving grace is that Florida State's not good this year, so they should win.
But are they going to get on him? Oh my goodness gracious! And I don't know if you've got any more on that.
I feel bad. Well, I don't feel bad, but it's because Coach, one of these accusations that he's receiving involves a name, like there's a name to it, like a stalker. We're possibly going to hear that being said a lot on television.
Oh my goodness! Oh yes. My goodness gracious! Yes, that's a tough break. I mean,
if you got caught lying in front of court or something, they're not going to be liar. That's not as powerful. Not enough panache. I feel bad for him, man. That's ripping the Band-Aid off nonstop.
Hey, they're going to get on him. And you know what? We don't know where this is going to go. And I did learn something because there's Title IX involved. I heard something like yesterday or read something that said even if Florida wanted to fire him right now, they really can't. There's some type of neutrality while there's a Title IX. And I don't quite understand.
Ongoing investigation or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah, there's some deal where even if they wanted to. But, man, I tell you, everything points back to Patric Young. You're the basketball expert. I'm not. But, Patrick, my little uneducated eyes, that's a good, really good Florida basketball roster. They're
really good. Yeah, absolutely.
You watch much of that last night?
I didn't watch them against but they are. I just know they're a good team.
I mean, Patrick, I'm sitting here thinking, what do they not have? I mean, you look at a basketball team, and you please fill in the blanks. You're the expert here, but they have a bunch of size. They have length. They have a bunch of depth. They go deep. They have multiple ball handlers.
They got guys that can really jump too.
They jump out of the gym. The one thing that they are struggling, but I'm telling you, I'm so confident. Yeah, they'll shoot the ball well, won't they, this year before it's over?
I hope so. I mean, they're going to shoot a lot. You saw that, Terry, in that first game, and there was no shame on thinking, we need to stop shooting. No, they won't stop.
I mean, when you look at even their bigs, but you look at the guys who are going to shoot a bunch of threes, Clayton and Martin and Richard. All those guys can shoot. The ball may not be going in right now, but they can really shoot, right? That ball is going to start falling, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Without a doubt.
And Patrick, they've got experience. I mean, they went to the tournament last year. A bunch of those guys came back. They added Martin, who was the leading scorer in the Final Four.
Yeah, and they added a physical big because people might not remember that was it Oakland? No, Colorado.
Yes.
They had a big kid that just was dominating Condon and Thomas Howell. They had no chance.
Yeah, this kid Chinleyu, or I can't pronounce his name.
Yeah, it's something like that. You're close. It's really not that hard of a name to say.
It isn't. It is if you just
No.
phonic it out. Hey,
Yeah.
he's a grown ass man now.
Yes, he is.
He is a grown ass man. And then
from Nigeria, I think.
He's a nice. The dunk he had last night? Oh, I thought he was gonna bring the rim down.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Oh, Richard got away. Richard in front of a lane and picked one off. Real quick, Richard picked one off, had a steal and a breakaway dunk the play before, and then he stepped in the lane about 3/4 court and picked one off and got behind everybody. He got behind everybody. Well, big man ran the court, and Richard saw him in the back of his eye. Hey,
and he just dumped it off.
He stopped, dumped it off, and big man took 2 steps from the lane, from the free throw. Oh, Patrick, my TV was rattling. Hey, the damn Sam Alexis can barely get on the court.
I know, right?
And
he's a good player too, but he just doesn't bring what the same things Ruben does. But yeah. I mean, shoot, you want a guy like that that's always going to be fighting to get better because he wants more minutes.
Yep.
So he's going to start finding ways to push Ruben and to stay on the court. I know it's tough, but it's going to push him in practice. That's for sure.
And I'm telling you, I've given you a guy. This is your guy, and this kid gets better every minute of every day. Is Aberdeen?
Yeah.
Your guy Aberdeen. He's a player, man. He's athletic, and he's a guy. I think there's going to be nights. There may be 3 or 4 nights in the season where Florida's going to go up and catch one of those. And, you played against these guys. Florida's going to catch somebody a couple times that has that 5'9", 5'10", cat quick point guard. Cat quick. Those little quick guys.
Yeah.
Aberdeen's the guy you can put on him. He's a guy. Even a Mark Sears a little bit, as quick as he is. You can run Aberdeen at him a little bit.
Right, absolutely.
Man, they're fun. They are a fun basketball team. Hey, Pat, hang tight. Let's take a break. You were busy yesterday. You and I haven't visited after this busy college football week. I want to get your opinion of stuff that happened. I mean,
the
Canes go down. Florida lost like we expected. Florida State. The Canes go down. Ole Miss put a number on Georgia. Pat,
yes,
we want to hear your opinion as we have tonight. The next poll comes out.
Oh, wow, that's right.
Next CFP poll comes out. Hang tight, Pat. I want you to wrap up what you saw college football this past weekend. We'll do that on the other side. Terry Norvelle, Patrick Young, and you back after this timeout.
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Bricks Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Bricks Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Bricks Jack's Beach.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
The Action Sports Jax 24/7 network is streaming. I'm Stuart Weber, and I'm here to teach you a nice 3-step process on how you can watch all your favorite programming from the Brent and Austin Show every weekday 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. or the Cup Date with me. It's fantastic. We talk NASCAR. It's a great time. Wednesdays at 1 o'clock. All right, first step, easy. Download the Action News Jax app. You probably already have it downloaded on your phone, so you might already have that one taken care of. Step 2, see that stack of pancakes up there? You click that stack of pancakes, and it's going to bring down step number 3, which is a full screen of all the different streams that you can click on, including the Action Sports Jax 24/7 stream. You click that, the video's rocking and rolling on your mobile device. You're watching all the shows you want to, and you're having a good time. You can also do it on your smart TV with the Action News Jax Now app. I do it on my Samsung TV at home. It's a great way to watch it on a nice, large screen for all the content. That's the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Hope you can find it.
You trust CGC to make your water great, and now you can trust CGC with your plumbing needs as well. Fast, convenient scheduling, licensed and insured. A quick call away at 904-552-1242.
You never know when you're going to have an issue with a shower, toilet, or maybe it's a sink that sometimes is easy to fix. All right, let's be honest. I'm not fixing anything. I'm totally staging this because when I have a plumbing problem, I call CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing.
Trained professionals, transparent pricing, customer satisfaction. Small problem or even a bigger issue. Maybe you need a new tankless water heater or something a bit more intricate. The experts with 25 years of experience at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing can do it all. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. That's 904-552-1242 or cgcwater.com. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
All right, here we go. It is a really nice, it looks a little overcast there, but what a really, really nice weather pattern we are in. And we welcome you back to Young and Norvelle Show. Terry Norvelle here, Patric Young joining us. Of course, this is a Tuesday live edition from our Tuesday home, which is Hurricanes in Jointon Creek. Patrick, man, you couldn't order up a much better. My goodness, is it gorgeous outside?
Why couldn't we have this in September?
I know.
That's all I wanted.
And the word is little bit of a cold front coming through, so these temperatures are going to come down a little bit.
That's nice.
Soon in a couple of days. I think we're going to, the highs today. The high was, it had to be low to mid 80s today. It was warm today.
82. Yeah, I was outside for a little bit.
Gorgeous. And I think we're going to start hitting a few days where the high is 77, 78. Which is going to be really.
Yeah, that's okay. The 73, we got a 73, 71, 75 starting Friday.
Oh, I like that. I'll take that.
Yeah, 10 degrees cooler in the morning. That's all I want. 10 degrees cooler.
Yeah, 10 degrees right now. And I'm a summer guy. I like my summer, but